Ares let out a horrifying scream. The sound, earth-shattering and deafening, was said to surpass the combined cries of 1,000 warriors. A whirlwind of dust and sand spiraled into the heavens. Wounded and in agony, Ares had no choice but to retreat to Olympus. Welcome to our channel dedicated to the mesmerizing world of Greek mythology. We're a new channel, passionately bringing these timeless tales to life every day. Your subscription means the world to us. It's the encouragement we need to continue this journey with you. Please hit that subscribe button and help us grow. The birth of Ares. Ares, the god of war, son of Zeus and Hera, is one of the 12 supreme gods of Olympus, yet he is neither respected nor cherished by the divine realm. As a child, Ares exhibited an untamed and fiery spirit, often clashing with his siblings and creating chaos wherever he went. His temper and love for conflict seemed innate, as though war itself flowed in his veins. Among mortals, Ares similarly garners little reverence or devotion for a simple reason: few people favor war. As the god of war and conflict, Ares is known for his fiery temper and violent nature. At the slightest provocation, his eyes blaze with fury. Wherever there is strife, quarrels or battles, Ares charges in immediately. Zeus openly despises him, considering him the most detestable and corrupt of his offspring, a destroyer. Ares is always prepared for combat, his head adorned with a helmet, his body clad in armor, a sword strapped to his side, and a shield in hand. Following Ares were his two sons, Deimos, terror, and Phobos, fear, gods of dread and panic, who made battles all the more ferocious and tragic. Adding to this chaos was the goddess Eris, the goddess of discord, who often instigated wars, and Enyo, a goddess who delighted in the sights of severed heads, flowing blood, and the groans of dying warriors. Their presence only further inflamed Ares's lust for war. Ares plunged into the fray, slashing through opponents with his flashing sword, defeating one enemy after another and staining his shield and armor red with human blood. The more he fought, the more bloodthirsty he became, his heart as hard as iron, his soul unyielding like bronze. He felt no pity or compassion for the countless lives lost, torn from the warmth of their families, wives, children, and parents. Despite being the god of war, fierce and ruthless, Ares was not an invincible warrior. His love for war and reckless violence was entirely different from strategic brilliance or tactical prowess. For this reason, the god of war had tasted the bitterness of defeat more than once. During the battles before the walls of Troy, Ares fought for the Trojans against the Greeks. Many of Greece's finest warriors fell under the thrust of his brutal spear or the slash of his relentless sword. Yet the Greeks remained undaunted. The mighty warrior Diomedes entered the battlefield to confront Ares. Diomedes, unharmed, retaliated with a spear of his own. The bronze weapon sliced through the air, and under Athena's guidance, struck Ares in the abdomen just below his belt. Ares let out a horrifying scream. The sound, earth-shattering and deafening, was said to surpass the combined cries of 1,000 warriors. A whirlwind of dust and sand spiraled into the heavens. Wounded and in agony, Ares had no choice but to retreat to Olympus. Ares complained to Zeus, saying that the goddess Athena had aided a mortal, a mere mortal, to attack and wound Zeus's own son so grievously. However, Zeus, who was not fond of Ares, not only refused to defend him, but scolded Ares harshly, leaving him humiliated and speechless. Eris's wife, the goddess of love and beauty, Aphrodite, also suffered an injury from the mighty warrior Diomedes. He hurled a spear that struck her arm, causing such pain that Aphrodite, who was holding her child, shuddered and dropped the infant to the ground. Fortunately, Apollo intervened to help, or who knows what might have happened. At this moment, with Ares himself wounded, the god had to lend his horse to his wife so she could fly back to the heavens for aid. Clearly, Ares was neither particularly skilled nor a master tactician, despite his bluster and ferocity. Despite his divine power and unrelenting aggression, Ares often found himself humiliated both on and off the battlefield. Yet his role as the god of war remained undeniable. His presence was a reminder of the chaos and destruction that humanity so often brought upon itself. In Greek mythology, Ares represents the unrestrained chaos of war, a force both feared and despised. Perhaps his greatest lesson is that war is a double-edged sword, capable of bringing both glory and ruin. If you've made it this far, you're clearly passionate about Greek mythology. Please support this new channel by subscribing and leaving a comment with your thoughts. Your support helps us improve and bring you stories every day. Don't forget to explore other tales of the gods and heroes on our channel.